Here are the top 4 reasons why I believe that gaming is actually bad for you. Reason number 1 is it keeps you indoors. I'm a firm believer that outside in nature is the most grounded you can be, and it's the environment where you can really take time and appreciate life itself. I don't care what you believe, but the origin story of humans and why we're here and why I'm having this conversation with you, the listener who is listening to this, is a puzzle. And just being out in nature, feeling the breeze, feeling the rain, feeling the sunshine, seeing the trees, seeing the grass, maybe it's desert you live in, maybe it's icy and cold and there's snow. These environmental factors can all just keep you grounded in reality. And I think when you're in a virtual reality, such as a video game, myself, I feel like once I pick my head up from the game and I go outside, sometimes I'm like, man, I'm almost trying to relate real life to the game that I was just playing. That's what the first reason why I think gaming can be bad for you. The second reason is these guys. When I was a kid, I would play a lot of video games, hence to why it's such a big part of my life today. The problem is your eyes. I've actually purchased 2 pairs of blue light glasses. In a work setting, I go with these. These are Anri glasses. I'll drop the link into the description. But secondly, if I'm going gamer style, I'm going to use my blue light Gunner super protective glasses. They both have they have different reasons I wear them. I like the Anri ones because I look a bit more professional with them. Let's say I were to take off the hat. This is the real professional look. So I'll get on calls with these if I'm feeling like I want to protect my eyes from the blue light. But if it's getting late and I still want to use the computer, I'll throw these on, plus have a filter on my screen, which is called Lux. Drop that in the description as well. I will have done as much as I can to protect my eyes while using the screen. When I was a kid, I used to use the screens enough. I'd sit really close to a big screen, and I developed this habit. I would go like this, and I would squint my eyes, and it would be like a tick almost. And I was able to overcome that, and I think it was because I started to stand back from the screen, and I was conscious of it. I would try to just slowly eliminate that tick from my life. Super grateful that I was able to overcome it. But I do think it had a lot to do with the amount that I was on screens, not paying enough protection to my eyes. And that is the second reason why I think gaming can be bad for you. The third reason is gaming exposes you to violent nature, sexual innuendos, and other forms of, I believe, malicious attack on our minds. There is evil in so much of the media and so much of the things that we consume on a day-to-day basis. If we didn't have these games or movies or TV or Instagram and scrolling, we wouldn't be exposed to half of the things that cause us trouble and pain and all these images. Like, as a society, I think we're into this dark stuff because we're so exposed to it and desensitized to it at this point. I honestly caution you to pay attention to what you're looking at and playing on a game. The content that is put into these games in a lot of instances is really dark. We remember that God who put us here is a loving creator. Yes, we can enjoy this stuff as vices of this earth, but we need to remember the true goodness of the world and not let the darkness in the media and games really take us over and corrupt the way that we think about the world. Just a disclaimer, I know that there's more darkness than just what we see on the screens. There's a ton of darkness in real life. Child trafficking, murder, war. But on our moments when we don't have to, when we're not forced into that, if we're lucky enough to live a life, we're not forced into something dark like that, doing our best to be aware of it and cognizant of it so that we can prevent ourselves from entering a more dark state. I would highly advise it. I think that video games can easily throw really dark ideas into our minds. The fourth and final reason that I think gaming can be bad for you is it is a huge cause of instant gratification. Yes, it's easy to just say, hey, there's all sorts of instant gratification in our life. I love gaming, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with gaming. But I will say, if you don't give in to that instant gratification for a few nights out of the week and instead replace your habit of gaming with something more slowly gratifying, like reading, writing, drawing, singing, playing a musical instrument, working out, working on a money-making habit, I would recommend it, because there's a lot of other ways to get gratification in this world, and gaming is quickly continuing to grow and become inescapable on our phones, portable with the Steam Deck. But we need to remember there's other things that we can challenge ourselves to do, and would push off that instant gratification so we can really enjoy the game when we get to play it. I advise you to do that. For the last few weeks, I've only been playing games on Saturday, and I'm telling you, Sunday and Friday and Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, I really want to play. But I focus on my business, I try and focus on other things, and even social media starts to fill the void. But I can go a full day without doing any scrolling, any TV watching, any video gaming, and even replace that with something like drawing, something that isn't content that I'm being fed, but I'm actually creating. That is a much better substitute. So the fourth and final reason why I think gaming can be bad for you is that it is instant gratification, whether you like to believe it or not. I think there's a place for it if you have self-control and you can realize that it is instant gratification and that there's other things to do that are going to be much more beneficial for you in the long run. So I challenge you to have that mindset towards it. Those are just 4 reasons why I think gaming's bad for you. I think there could be 8 to 12 more reasons why it's bad. There's also 8 to 12 more reasons why it's good. We'll save that for a future video. Hope you guys have an awesome day. Thanks for watching.